Hello everybody, my name is Rojo and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Arena. I've made my way back to the Shift Gate here. There's nothing else really to do out here in the Imperial dungeons. I think it's high time that I've made my escape with a nice selection of loot that I hope will help me on my journey here. In fact, I forgot to equip this ring previously. Not sure what it does. Seems like it may be another one of those charged items, and indeed it is. I guess I could try it out. Pick spell target. Let's see if I can find somebody to use this on real quick. Perhaps a stray goblin or rat? Many eyes, but not many actual creatures to use this on. Well, perhaps another time. It's time to go. Oh. Just as I was about to leave, I hear a goblin, but it's too late. Well. How regal. My good man. Where is... Where am I is really what I would like to know. Where are the city gates? I believe they're right behind me. Ah, he's put it on my map. What a charming fellow. I guess, let's go ahead and close that up. I look at the map. Indeed, the city gates are right here. This is Lilendril. Where is that exactly, though? It's in Somerset, of course. Basically, whatever race you pick, you end up in your home province. But we are kind of on... we're in actually a pretty large city on the northwestern edge of the island. I could go somewhere else, but I think I'd better explore my current surroundings first. Oh my god. Everybody seems to be quite interested in me. I suppose when you teleportal to a location in the middle of a city, that's to be expected. Rumors, anything? It's been pretty quiet, has it? Very well. Alright, I guess I'll try a couple other people. Who are you, anyway? A nomad. You mostly travel around doing odd jobs, is that so? A good harvest this year, always nice. Where could I find the nearest store? East of here. Alright, thank you. So this is how you generally get around cities, because you're not going to have anything on your map specifically. Excuse me, statue. Yeah, you're not going to have anything on your map, but as you talk to people, you can locate certain things. I could even be more specific if I chose to. But I'm just going to be kind of general. I'd like it if somebody wrote it on my map for me. My pen hand is awfully tired after all that dungeoning earlier. Still east. Alright, fair enough. Seems like a nice enough place, although I suspect, like most cities, it is quite dangerous at night. Southeast, you say? So perhaps down this way. Seems to be some kind of hedge maze maybe right there. Oh, how about you? Still to the east. Very well. If I see the sign, I'll of course know I'm in the right place. Well, that's quite an interesting looking building. I think that's a temple, perhaps? Yeah, probably. Ah, so it's on my map now. Excellent. Where is this store? It's actually just a bit to the north of me. It's this building right here. I would like to offload some of my my loot. Can I read, can you read signs? I guess not. I thought you could for some reason, but whatever. Okay, golden glints from the sun reflect off the many items of interest scattered about. Yes, many items indeed. You can explore stores should you choose, but I think typically you're not going to expect to find too terribly much. Oh, my light just went out. That's okay. Yeah, you can't interact with any of the cool stuff on the walls, unfortunately. Although I suspect if I came in at night, perhaps, after the store is closed, there may be some interesting goodies lying about. Hello, my friend. I would love to sell you some various items, perhaps some plate greaves. 60 gold. I think you can do better than that. I would like 65. 62 gold. Oh, you drive a hard bargain, my friend. Very well. Since we can't use the plate, I may as well sell it. A couple of these are magical, which I will be happy to sell for hopefully a higher price. I'm not going to actually negotiate for non-magical gear. It just takes too much time. So let's just get rid of all this other stuff. And I'm going to keep the dagger. Silver longsword I would love to be able to use, but I cannot. Regular longsword, not going to be worth... Oh, this one's magical. I will counter with 550. 528. I think you can do better. How about 530? Ooh, 529. That's a deal if I've ever seen one. How about this plate helm? 210 gold. How about 225? Very well. And one more. 622. I think we can do better than that. How about 655? Very well. Anything else to sell? We have a couple marks. But I'm going to keep those, I guess. Going to keep the crystal ring and torque. We should probably get those identified so I actually know exactly what they do. Although I have a pretty good idea. What do you have to buy? Silver staff. I might buy that, actually. A flail is the best weapon that I can technically use, but it's two-handed, so I probably don't want that. Even though, look at this. Some rather interesting stuff here. Dagger of shock resist, an ebony dagger. I think I'm going to buy this. This seems like quite a lucky find, and it may save our butts if I run into a creature that is rather frisky. How about I give you 450? Hell yeah. Well, that's actually better than the flail that I have, but I'm going to save it for emergency purposes for now, I think. Because it does have, I think, like plus 4 or 5 to hit and damage, which is quite good. But I would hate for it to break or get damaged beyond reasonable repair. We do need some armor. This is important to my interests. Because we are not well equipped right now. I could use a round shield. It's the best shield that we can use. And he does have some chain here, so I'm going to buy a full set of armor. Real quick. Okay. I think I've done enough buying and selling for the time being. I'm shocked that we didn't actually get any armor in that dungeon. Not a single piece that I could wear. But this is going to make a pretty sizable difference in our survivability, at least for now. There are other materials of armor, as one could imagine. But this will be good enough for now. You can see the round shield actually protects our shoulder as well. One of them anyway. As well as our chest and, I believe, arms. If we had the ability to use a kite shield, which I don't think we do, I think we get the legs in there. And a tower shield would also get our feet, I think. Something like that. Not 100% sure. For now, I guess, need to do a little bit more selling real fast. Let's just get rid of the buckler. Oh, I accidentally asked him to repair that. Nope, not interested in that. Let's just get rid of this. And let's get rid of this regular dagger. Okay. Good. Now I'm feeling much better equipped. It's going to be a little fanfare after every time we leave a building, I believe. One thing that's interesting that I didn't think of last episode is I mentioned about the level up sound being from EverQuest, but it's actually definitely not true. EverQuest didn't come out until 1999. So I guess this was perhaps some kind of stock sound effect that was just, licensed or bought and used in both games, which is really interesting. Now then, we do... Oh, there's another equipment store right here. We did get a bit of direction from Rhea Silmain to go and find Fang Lair, but I don't think I feel up to that yet. I feel like I need to be better prepared, and I have heard... Ooh, this man does not have quite as good of an inventory, does he? I have heard tell before I was imprisoned in the imperial dungeons, so wrongly, so unjustly. I've heard tell of a magical artifact. A certain book that exists somewhere in the land of Tamriel, and I think it could be of great use on my adventure. However, I have to find it first. Perhaps, if I ask enough people... spies, you say? Perhaps if I ask enough people, I will one day find the information I need to seek this object out. Some friends were searching for the Staff of Magnus, but they disappeared the fools. Sounds like an object of some power, however, not the object that I'm interested in. This is an interesting offer. The Necromancer's Amulet. A very powerful artifact, I assume. And I can get information about it at the Thirsty Goblin. However, this is not the artifact that I'm looking for. It's very important that I find this book before all others. So, I think I may have to go speak to this man at the Thirsty Goblin. Just to, hear his offer, but I don't think I will accept it. Well, I have managed to find the Thirsty Goblin. I suppose I should speak to that, one man. Perhaps the innkeep knows where he is. A man scrolls across the room to your side at the mention of the necromancer's robes. Okay. He looks you over carefully before speaking. You may have heard about me, High Elf. Well, at least you've heard of Menamarco the Wizard, whose robes you wish to possess. I thought I was looking for an amulet, but perhaps I'm mistaken. You have needs and I have needs, mine being 680 gold, being impecunious? Impecurious? No, it's an N, I don't know. In Lilindril is so tiresome. Don't you know, does this deal please you? Reject. What a disappointment. So he'll be at the Thirsty Goblin for 3 more days if I change my mind. I will not. However, I could get a room or buy some drinks. Yes, a nice red will do just fine. Now then, any rumors? Haven't heard anything interesting, huh? What about work? No jobs, okay. You can ask for rumors about various jobs, generally not exciting work, but we may do a few just to say that we did them in time. However, I'm going to search around for more rumors until I can find the object that I'm seeking. Well, truthfully, I wasn't expecting to find information about the object that I seek quite so easily, but it seems like the citizens here are quite knowledgeable of the arcane and the rare. Some guy at the King's Eagle was telling anyone who'd listen that he knows how to get this book, the Ogma Infinium, that supposedly will make you twice the high elf you are now. If you're interested, he's probably still there just east of here. Personally, I think he was just drunk. I think I should investigate and find out one way or another. So I can use this menu to find specific locations rather than just looking for the nearest inn. How I know what to ask for when I haven't heard of any of those other inns, I wouldn't worry about it. But it's east of here, very well. I shall set myself in an easterly direction and seek out the King's Eagle. This gentleman has been most kind and inscribed the location of the King's Eagle in my journal, and it seems that it is in a hedge maze, but the entrance is to the south here. Why you would want to have an inn in the middle of a hedge maze, I know not, but so be it. It is not my business in a quite literal sense. Alrighty, seems like a lively place, as inns often do. Where is this man who knows about the Ogma Infinium? A man sits next to you at the bar. The innkeeper looks at him suspiciously and moves to his other customers. My name is Corellian Elsinorin. Sorry for interrupting, he says, his voice like a blade sliding from its sheath. but you mentioned the Ogma Infinium, and I have information that could lead to its recovery. You know knowledge doesn't come without its price. Mine is 530 gold pieces. Are you willing to go on? How about 500? I don't even know if this information is legitimate. Excellent. In the province of Skyrim lies an ancient tomb. I found it quite by accident while escaping reavers of the frozen wastes who sought to enslave me. Falling into this forsaken place, I found tablets and scrolls which all pointed to the location of the Ogma Infinium, said to increase the reader's innate attributes to godlike proportions. I have no need of such attention, for I would rather be rich and anonymous. I have, however, inscribed the location of that tomb onto your map of the continent. It's called the Dungeon of Noruver. Journey there and you can recover these maps for yourself. They will show you where the Ogma Infinium now lies. Be warned, these things of power seldom grant their gifts without a price. The Infinium has appeared many times through the ages. I wish you luck on recovering it as it appears now. Well, and somebody else would like to speak with me. A singularly well-known person called Father Sitha nervously draws you aside as you approach the bar. They tell me you're called Nilliven. Who told you that? I don't know anybody here yet, I don't think. Although I have been asking around town and perhaps made a bit of a nuisance of myself. If you're as tough as you look, I know a way for you to get a quick 60 gold pieces. This string of prayer beads I was supposed to be at the Order of the Golden Tomb yesterday, and if it ain't there by Tertus, which is Thursday I think, 3rd of Hearthfire, things could get real nasty. Someone there will give you your reward if you're at Order of the Golden Tomb on time. I wish I knew what the day was, but sure, let's try. Alright, Fairy Light, the good spirits must have delivered you indeed. I'm relying on you, Nilliven. Do not let me down. We will probably never see you again, but we have to go to the Golden Shenanigans. What time is it? 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We came here at quite a good time. Getting into a city at night can be a rather dangerous prospect because there's nobody on the street, typically as far as I know, which makes it difficult to track down, for example, an inn to rest in. Alright, well, we have some very important information about the location of the Ogma Infinium. Oh, those people just disappeared. I didn't mean to click on the door there, but that's okay. Where is the golden thing? Order of the Golden Tomb. Oh, is it this temple right here? This guy could have walked across the street. Let's see, not much going on. Very well. Yeah, it's right here. Easiest FedEx quest, or I guess FedEx quest in this case, of all time. Knock knock. The musty smell of autumn in the outside air becomes mixed with the spicy odor of incense as you enter the Order of the Golden Tomb Sanctuary. This place looks nice, but the music is a little foreboding, is it not? Why are you standing in the dark, my friend? Throwing gang signs. Ah, I've heard that Sita sent you on this errand. Glad to see you made it on time with a string of prayer beads. Here are your 60 gold pieces. Are these guys like the Temple Mafia? Because he said things could get real bad. I have some concerns. I don't need any of these services. Actually, I don't even know what this one does mechanically, specifically. But perhaps I'll try it out in time here. For now, I would like to leave. And I suppose I would like to find a mages guild before I leave this town. I think there's only one per city. Or per town. Maybe there's not always one, but I think there usually is. This one's to the southwest, so I'm gonna see if I can locate it real fast. Don't want to fall in that water, probably. I'm just gonna go around, rather than risk getting myself killed there. Although I imagine I can probably climb out. Mages guilds are usually pretty easy to find, and that's it right there, I'm pretty sure. But I would like somebody to write it on my map, because I seem to have forgotten my pen. And there we go. I can write stuff on my own on here, of course, but they very conveniently put the thing right next to where it is, so I don't have to worry about it. Now, the Mages Guild is where we're going to be able to do a couple interesting things, provided we have the gold. You enter the Mages Guild, a world where nature holds a little power, etc., etc. There are some things that I would like to procure here in preparation for our journey. The first thing that I would actually like to do, though, what does this ring do? Ooh, that's expensive. How much gold do I have right now? Is it on the next page? I actually have no idea how much gold I have. Oh, there it is. Only 1,500. I guess I'm just gonna save my gold for now, and I'll detect magic on these items at another time. Because I'm interested in seeing what you have for items here. An elven bracelet is interesting. A crystal of healing could be interesting. But for the most part, not going to buy any of that stuff. This is what I really came for. The Spellmaker. So, we need a healing spell of some kind. How about we call this... If I can get this going, there we go. Just like so. Band-Aid. We will call the spell Band-Aid. It will be a basic healing spell. Its effects will be not to cure, but to heal, I think. Heal health. And so here we have sort of a menu that allows us to select how powerful the spell will be. So this is the base healing. If we raise it up to 1 to 2, it's not very expensive. It's cheaper spell cost wise to raise this than it is, or no, to I think it's to raise this than it is to raise this. That may not be true though, because that goes up to 35. And that goes up to 40. So it's a little bit more expensive to do the per level, but that makes sense. What I would like this spell to do, I think, for now, and remember, it's going to get cheaper as we level up, is, let's just have it heal us for 1 to 2 plus, let's say, 3 to 5, or even 4 to 5, I guess, per level. That'll be almost the amount of HP we can get at a given level. I think that'll work out just fine for now. In fact, we could probably even tone it down a little bit and do something like that, since this is supposed to be a very small basic heal. So let's do that. So it's going to cost 40 MP. I think that's the base cost. Our actual casting cost. Oh no, that's the gold cost. My mistake. The casting cost is going to be 6 for us right now, I assume. Let's buy this spell. There we go. I think I would also like to get a cure disease spell. And this might be a little bit more expensive. 1% plus, let's say 4%, 4% per level. Something like that, maybe. And in 25 levels, it'll be 100% effective. Or 24 levels, even, I guess. I guess it doesn't really matter. There's no reason to make it more expensive than it needs to be. So we'll grab that. Okay, another spell for the book. What about... I've heard that it's good to get a shield spell of some kind. I'm not sure what a shield spell really looks like. Dispel, reflection, and absorption, and resistance, and all that. I'm not sure if those were shield spells, or if I'm thinking of a different game here, or what. But I do want to get set up with some basic spells, so I'm going to continue to go through this, and I'll show you what I got as I sort of figure this all out. Here we have a shield spell, actually. It's under Create. I was a little curious what that was. So we actually create walls and stuff like that, and floors, which is really interesting. Very, almost I would say, unique mechanic as far as a game this old goes. But yeah, this shield spell will give us 1 HP plus 15 HP per level. It's quite expensive, but I hear that shields will last through resting. So we can cast it, rest, and then continue on our adventure. Here I've created a basic Cure Poison spell, very similar to the Cure Disease spell, just in case. Not sure how dangerous poison is in this game, but we are a healer. We are quite good at casting spells like this. These are the kind that get their cost reduced, so I think it's worthwhile to invest in this for now. I've decided to make a basic open spell. It's sort of expensive. We're kind of running out of money here. But this is sort of an emergency unlocking spell, just in case we get down to a dungeon like we need to open a locked door and we can't do it. We can't bash it, you know, whatever. This will at least give us maybe a chance to be able to proceed. Sort of along the same lines, I've decided to create a wall destruction spell. So, destroys one wall permanently. It's very expensive, probably won't be using that too often, but it's probably worth picking up. So there you go. That's probably all the spells I can make for now. We'll have to do maybe another round of spell creation in time. Aside from that, actually, I think I'm going to... I can't sell stuff here. Maybe I'll sell something in another town in the future. Can I buy... I'm just going to buy one of these potions of Restore Power. And I'll see if I can counter with 70, 72, sure. Alright, so Restore Power basically gives us magic points back. Good enough. That's about all I can do for the moment. Aside from sell... Right, but I can't sell it here. Aside from sell, I was gonna sell the mark of what I think is Wizard Lock, but yeah, I can wait on that. So, now that I'm feeling much better prepared with my various selection of spells here, and in fact, I'm going to go to my spell book and delete the light heal spell because it is no longer useful to me. If I can find it. This is not in order. Never mind. We'll go here. Just curious what this is. 1 to 2 plus 4 to 5 per 1 level costs 23, whereas my Band-Aid only costs 6, and it does 2 to 3 per level. So quite a bit better. Let's go ahead and I think actually I have to go here, delete spell. I'm going to keep Fire Dart just in case we need fire magic to kill something. It's not ideal as it costs twice as much for us to cast. At least in theory. That may or may not be the case with bot spells. Maybe that's only Spellmaker spells. Something we'll test out in the future. That said, I think I've done all I can here. Let's see about finding this dungeon in Skyrim. Where are you? Aha! The Dungeon of Noruvur. Let's travel. It is in Skyrim. The date is Mid-2nd of Hearthfire in the year 389. Based on your current weather, it'll take 47 days to travel there. 2,700 kilometers. Well, it'll take however long it takes. Let us travel. And here we are. Now, I think one of these... This, maybe? Yes. This gives us a nice light for now. Let's take a second to explore. Now, I do know for a fact there's a lot of blood here. That's not what I know for... I mean, I do know that for a fact. Ah! An enemy! He wishes to defeat me, but he shall not, because I am too strong. Now, a convenient thing is that we know armor will never be magical unless it's plate, so we can take stuff that's more valuable by just taking the weapons and shields and stuff, at least for now. But I do know that, well, we can get treasure. Is there somebody behind me? Well, we can get treasure anywhere, on any floor. What we're looking for is always going to be, ooh, bracers, is always going to be on the 4th floor of dungeons when we're searching for artifacts such as the Augma Infinium here. Now, I do want to wear these, I think. They don't seem to do anything, but I think that's the last item that we can wear as far as accessories goes. Last type of item. The cool thing is potions actually don't weigh anything, so we can get a lot of different kinds of potions. Weird that I can't use that right now, or maybe that's just... I can't use it from the menu. I have to use it from this menu instead, which I suppose sort of makes sense. Now this is going to be the very edge of the dungeon wall. That green dot is where we came in. Red dots are going to be the doors, of course. So let's see if we can find some stairs down. Oh, somebody behind me. Aha! Thou fiend, you cannot defeat me, for I am Nilliven the Great, Nilliven the Powerful, Nilliven the soon-to-be more powerful, apparently. I would like to not get so many levels while I'm doing this, but so be it. So I guess I'm going to leave that like that. And start working on some agility. Yes. And I could use a little bit more healing. I wonder how much this costs now. Here we are. Let's look at our spell book real quick. Yeah, it costs 5 now. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, moving right along here. Where, oh where, are the stairs? Or loot. I'll accept loot. Ah, there are some stairs down right there. Still, this is only one small part of a larger, much larger puzzle. We will have to be careful as we venture deeper into this dungeon.